welcome in to Two Guys Down 200 Pounds. I'm Brian.
I'm Brandon.
And we're going to jump right into this one, but first we got to give a quick shout out to AG, also known as Ayla, our mother. Had a lot of people listening, reaching out, heard us talking last week about how good she cooks.
They're trying to get at the dinner table.
There ain't no lie. So a lot of people do want to get at the dinner table, and I actually
We're about to have reservations down there at Ayla's kitchen.
I called our mama, or I'm sorry, I'll rephrase that. She called me, checking on, wanting to see when we can do Dad's birthday, and I told her that everybody was wanting to know when they could try Ayla's cooking. So Mom said, in her words, she will plan a dinner and have whoever wants to come. She just needs to know what to cook. So we're going to have to get that planned up. And I said, Mom was like, well, what do I got to cook? And I said, Mom,
Macaroni and cheese.
it's going to be a whole smorgasbord of stuff because everybody wants to try everything a little bit different. And she said, oh, man. But she was committed to it, so we got to get that on the books. Maybe we can do a little live action at the Ayla Gratzer cookout.
Show the spread out there on the counter.
Yeah.
We might charge a fee at the door for
we
this.
We need to a little entry fee, a little $5,
Yeah.
cover some costs.
Man.
But we'll jump into it because AG's cooking is very good, but we can't always eat AG's cooking when we're on the losing weight portion, right? We're trying to lose weight. We can't just go to Mom's house and eat every day. We got to stay home and do our own thing.
Eat healthy, sadly.
Yeah. So this episode, things nobody tells you about losing 100 pounds, right? I've lost 100. Brandon's lost 100. Brandon's lost a little more.
You lost a little more.
A little more, but I'm just saying we're at the 100 mark.
Yeah, we're at the 100 mark. Brian's 120. I'm 150, 160, floating around that range.
Yeah, and the things we're going to talk about is a little bit, it can hit a little differently because Brandon was started at a lower weight than me. I'm still up there, 370, 360, depending on the day, but Brandon's now down, to where things are different for him than they are me. But we'll just go and we'll start with physical surprises, whether that's, you name it. I mean, tying your shoe, you can do whatever you want. Physical surprises, losing the amount of weight you have.
Yeah, physical surprises is a big thing about tying your shoe. We talk about this all the time, but yeah, going down tying a shoe and not losing my breath anymore. Let's be for real here. Bending down to be able to tie my shoe first. Yeah. That's the first thing, because if you, a long time ago, I would have just said, dude, let me slide my Crocs on. Mm-hmm. Like, don't give me this, let me tie my shoe on because I'm not cutting my breath off. But yeah, definitely and my other physical thing is like, and I don't know, we may talk about this a little bit later, but dude, my number one goal in the gym was I just wanted to do one push-up, dude. One push-up. Mm-hmm. And then I don't even know if me and Brian got it on video. It was one of those things where we had to get it on video. And either, I don't even know if, I think me and Brian both ended up doing it because at one point me and Brian was talking that was his goal at one point in time, and that was my goal too. But I mean, even like just the other day, the guy I works out with, out of nowhere decides we're going to start doing push-ups, and it was kind of like at the end of our workout, so I was already kind of burned out, and I did, I don't know, 20 maybe on the ground, and then I ended up doing, I did 100 in total, but ended up doing it on the incline to make it easier. And then the other day I went to the gym again, and I was like, I'm going to start off, see how many I could do, and I think I ended up in breaks now, not just straight. I didn't just straight do 60, but I did do 60 in increments of 20. Mm-hmm. So, that was a huge step for me, going from freaking just trying to get one to freaking being able to do 60.
Yeah, look, push-ups are a big deal. I mean, I couldn't do push-ups 130 pounds ago, 120 pounds ago. I couldn't do a push-up. So definitely, a physical surprise is being able to do a push-up, which sounds crazy.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people can do a push-up no problem. But, what Brandon was talking about earlier is we did it. It was actually at my house. I don't know if it was, I think it was when Brandon was buying his house, they were building.
Yeah, maybe.
I think we just were like, let's see how many push-ups we can do. And the kids were there, and Lauren and Annette were there. I don't remember how many.
I don't even
Brandon
think
did.
I thought I could even do one at a time. I was like, I don't even think I could do one.
Yeah.
And then I might have did two.
Yeah. I mean, I did a couple.
Maybe.
But it gets better all the time. But, it's not just push-ups, but even walking. Just being able to walk, my pace of walk is faster than it was 120 pounds ago. You're just moving a little faster. You're getting a little faster, and as dumb as it sounds, walking faster, I'm able to keep up with. There's one of the coaches on the team, Stan. That dude, I swear to God, he's running. He's running.
Fast pacing it.
Yeah, he's fast pacing it from the dugout to the batting cages to the field. Like, he is running. But now I can halfway keep up with Stan because he's, I'm 100 pounds down and I can get it going. But another little fit, and I think me and Brandon both, the physical, not necessarily surprise, but because we both like it, but just being able to do things with your kids without being out of breath or things like that.
Yeah, that. And I mean, going back on your paces, I totally forgot about it. But even doing my 5Ks, like I started off, couldn't even complete doing without running. And then I was doing them, finished them running them. And then for me, I think, I forgot what my fastest now is, but it's like in the 9s.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was another thing. It was like just being able to run and finish and then doing beyond a 5K at that point. It started going up for me. And I mean, at this point, the farthest I ran is like almost 8 miles at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I never thought in my life. And I honestly still hate running. Don't get me wrong. I don't like running. I do it. Because the guys at work do it with me, but it was just another way to keep me healthy and losing weight. So I just added it in there. But I mean, to me, a good 2 miles is what I'm good for.
Yeah. Yeah. And I haven't got on the running game yet, but one thing I will say is that Brandon has talked about it, and I still haven't seen it yet, but Brandon's big butt says he gets out and jumps on the trampoline.
I do jump on the trampoline.
I need to see Brandon jumping on the trampoline. Maybe hit a little back handspring or something.
I'm not doing no back handspring, but I'll tell you that getting on the trampoline nowadays is not as scary getting on it at freaking 389. Honestly, getting on, I wouldn't even jump with the kids, to be honest, because I would be too worried. If I did jump, my feet were going to hit the ground is what I felt like. Now, yeah. Dude, the kids want to go outside and jump. Dude, I get out there and jump. We do all kinds of stuff out there. But, I mean, I'm not doing no backflip. But, yeah, anything the kids want to do, I'm down.
Yeah. And I hadn't graduated to the trampoline jumping yet. But I think we'll get there. I'm still a little afraid of the trampoline splitting
through and breaking 2 legs.
Everybody falling down, But, anyways, The fear of we're talking about physical surprises and we've lost all this weight, but what about the fear of gaining it back? Right? I think that's always in the back of your mind. I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, so I mean, it's a really good thing because I've been trying to dial in on my macros, and I literally had a conversation with a nutritionist on Friday, and I literally told her that my biggest fear is eating my way back to being the weight I am. Like, a lot of people don't realize it is for somebody I've been eating a deficit for so long and just maintaining that, just even eating in a surplus to gain muscle and everything is the best way I'd say it without dropping the F-bomb is mind, effing. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy to think, like, Like, you've been trying to eat to lose weight, and then you're just terrified that you're going to gain it back, and you done all the hard work and you know what it takes, but it's just in your mind like, dude, I'm not going back to that place again.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm right. I'm right there with you. I personally think that every time I eat, it doesn't matter what it is, but every time I'm eating, I'm always thinking about gaining the weight back.
Yeah.
And I'm not even eating a lot, and it almost messes you up because when you're losing weight, as much as people say, yes, you do want to be in a deficit, but you have to eat. You can't not eat. You have to eat. But when you've lost all this weight and you're you're still losing, every bite that I put in my mouth is, am I going to gain a pound next week? Am I going to gain 2 pounds next week? What's going? So it's a fear, like you said. It kind of messes with your brain after you've done all this hard work.
Yeah,
almost like it screws you up a little bit.
And I guess for doing it so long, you're in a deficit and you're trying to lose weight, so you have to eat less. You have to, you're got to eat less. You got to eat less more than you got to burn more or whatever.
Yes.
I don't even know what I'm trying to get here.
You got to burn more than you eat.
Yes.
Most of the time.
Like, even when I get the weekends, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to Taco Mac tonight, or me and Annette are going to go to Longhorns, and I'm going to get freaking not a porter. I wish I could eat a porterhouse, but the outlaw ribeye is like one of my favorite things to get at Longhorns. That's like 18 ounces now. Grant, that's a lot of meat to eat.
Well, watch out now.
But just go in there and eat and all that, and then, or sometimes we'll go there and grab an appetizer, and just like, it's literally scared that I'm going to fall back into the trap again.
Yeah, well, because we even go out to eat now, and we'll go to whatever, sushi, or it doesn't matter, Longhorns, whatever your favorite restaurant is, and I'll go and I'll be hungry and I'll overeat, and I'm sitting there just slap full, and I'm thinking, God, I've gained 10 pounds. There's no way I haven't gained at least 10 pounds with the meal I just ate.
And that's going back on Mom's cooking. When Mom cooks and she makes a freaking homemade macaroni and cheese, and I may be feeling full, but I'm like, dude, I got to get another scoop. But it's like, man, like, I could have not ate that, but like you said, I just gained 2-3 pounds, 4 pounds of freaking overeating because it's so good.
It does. Losing the weight does screw with your mind a little bit just because you're always thinking about it. And I'm not sure that that's the healthiest way to go about it. But you have to overcome that barrier, I think, of because you can go out to eat, and you can get full, and you can maybe eat too much. But as long as you don't eat too much every daggum day, then you're all right.
But I mean, I feel like it. And obviously me and Brian are about the same, and I think probably a lot of people that are bigger in the same position, I would tell you, that's been in this journey for a while, is they all feel that way, I think. And you're right, it is probably not the healthiest. And honestly, it may need some type of counseling or something. But it is. I mean, it really is. Like, it's in the back of your mind all the time.
Always. And that kind of ties in with, these next couple things we're going to talk about. It's a little more real, I guess. We try to keep it as real as we can. But losing weight, the amount you have, does it automatically make you love yourself, like yourself? Do you still, like, how are you feeling, losing that amount of weight? Do you just wake up in the morning like, I'm that guy, I'm that dude?
For me, I have days there's some days I'm like, man, dude, like I lost this weight, like my arms, look like they're filling out, my shoulders. I look at my back in the mirror. I mean, my back's come a long way. You're talking about a fat, flat back. The versus I feel like now when I look in the mirror, I'm like, okay. But then there's times like I look in the mirror and and it's really mainly my stomach, because my stomach, I feel like, still where I hold majority of my fat at. So I'm still looking at my stomach, and I still feel like dude, that's 389 pounds. Like I don't see anything else good. All I see is my stomach. And you can ask the guys in the gym all the time, like, dude, what can I do to get rid of this freaking pouch down here? And everybody always says, like, that's the hardest thing to get rid of. But it's like, dude, I've tried. I mean, not that I try anything, but, you know, they're just like, just keep working out and keep doing it. It's going to do it. But it's just like, man, when I look in the mirror, I'm like, dude, still 389 pounds, as dumb as that sounds, even though I'm not.
Yeah. And I'm not. There's days when I wake up and I'm like, man, I feel good. Like I've lost weight. I feel good. And even there's some mornings when I wake up and Lauren's like, oh, you've lost weight. Get on the scale. I can tell you've lost weight. But, you know, being a real moment here, you know, I don't know that I've ever even told anybody this, but, and I'm still a big dude. I'm still 370 pounds. But when I'm walking around and there's no mirror, Brandon, I swear to God, I feel like I'm 220.
Hey.
I'm walking around like I feel good. I can walk. I can walk without breathing hard. I feel my shirts fit better. I'm going down in shirt sizes. When I'm walking around and I don't see a mirror, I'm like, all right, I'm here. Like and I still got a long ways to go. I know that in my mind, but my body feels it. My brain feels it. I know what's going on. But then, like I walk in front, you know, when you go to, you know, a little bit, but every time I go to Burn, you walk in the front doors of Burn, you can see your reflection in the mirror. And then I see it and I'm like,
I got a long ways to go.
I'm not near as, you know, far as I think I am. But my mind tells me I'm right because my belly's not poking out. But when I'm walking around no mirror, Brandon, I feel like a
Brad Pitt walking around there, huh?
I feel great. And then I look in the mirror and I'm like, God almighty, I still got a long way to go.
All right, so here's the question, because we were talking about today in the gym. Do you feel like you're in better shape today than you have ever been in your life? Let's say even back when you played football, back in high school. Do you feel like you're in better shape today, or do you think you're in better shape back then? And regardless of weight, regardless of how much you weigh now versus obviously high school weight was less, or even college weight less, do you think that you're in a better position now, or do you felt like you were better back then?
I think that I even told we had a little pool party Sunday, you know, with the softball team, and people were asking. I think I'm probably the strongest that I've ever been overall. I'm not, you know, if you go back to high school bench press when I was doing it, but overall body strength, I think I'm the strongest that I've ever been. And I've been this heavy before, and I've never been able to do 10-plus push-ups or do these squats or whatever I'm doing in the gym. I feel like right now, as crazy as it seems, at 40 years old, I may be in some of the best shape that I've ever been in.
And that's what I was talking to the guy at the gym. The guy I was talking to, his name was Bob. Dude's 85 years old. And he was like, man, the best shapes that I was ever in was when I was in my 30s. Mm-hmm. He was like, because that's when I really cared. And I was like, to be honest with you, Bob, right now, this day and age versus everything I've done in life, if you want to talk about playing sports, football, even going to workouts, I never stuck with the gym this many consecutive days and this long. And I can tell you that me personally, I would say I'm in the best health of my life that I've ever been in, period. Yeah. The strongest I've ever been. And like you said, breathing-wise, walking-wise, running-wise, dude, I'm literally, I told the guy at the gym today, I literally have been in the gym for a year and a half now and only missed 1 week for vacation. And even on the 1 week on vacation, I went on runs at the beach. Mm-hmm. So I haven't missed a week. And when we were in high school and stuff, even when we had, even in season, I still never worked out and did as much. Yeah, we went to practice and did conditioning and stuff like that. But, we didn't touch weights unless we were doing film on Saturday mornings.
But it was still just a season.
Yeah.
It was still just a season.
And once you got out of season, unless you had weightlifting classes, which half the time in my weightlifting classes, we didn't. I mean, if you weren't in season, we didn't take it as serious.
Yeah.
And now I'm like way more serious than I ever was.
Yeah, and I mean, it was funny because me and Lauren just talked about this exact thing almost yesterday, because she was saying, and I would agree with her, high school and even when we got married, she's super skinny, but now, you can see the muscle. You can see her. Look, it's a running joke. She'll probably get mad at me for saying this, but it's a running joke. She'll sit at the dinner table, and if you're on YouTube and you're watching, she puts her hands behind her head and she kind of relaxes, and everybody always comments on her shoulders. Me, Tate, Abigail, McKinley, we always comment on her because she's probably in the best shape that she's ever been. And she's not even trying to lose weight.
Yeah.
But she's been going to the gym consistently for 5 years, which she's never done, which is the same thing me and you are doing. Yeah. It's just being consistent, right? We talk about consistency all the time, whether that's 2 years, 5 years, 1 year, just being consistent.
But that's even like if you see the bigger people in the gym, the girls or the guys, majority of the time, the ones that are bigger, ask them how long they've been in the gym for. Most of them will tell you, I've been consistent for years. Mm-hmm. It's not the bigger people you see in the gym. They don't tell you, I was in the gym for 6 months and got out of it and joined back up a year later. Like the ones that stay big and are consistent are the ones, are the bigger ones.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Always. So we're talking about losing weight, and Brandon's lost more a little bit than I have, so we'll talk about this because I haven't experienced this, and Brandon touched on it with his stomach, but loose skin, right? I'm seeing it a little bit on my body. I'm trying to combat it with lifting heavy and working out, but you're to the point where, are we skin removal surgery? Are you going to continue to work out? Like, where are you at?
Skin removal, I'm not in a place where I would want to spend the money to do it, because I don't feel like yes, it's kind of like a blanket, but I feel like it could get smaller and skinnier where I would do it. I could do it now. I just don't, I feel like I need more, maybe another 6 months, maybe another year. I don't know. But I feel like I need to get it skinnier and down more before I fully commit to that. And for me, and I'm starting to see it in my legs now, like my thighs. Like at first I used to always tell people, and I think Brian would probably agree too, is I feel like majority of my fat was in my stomach. Yeah. I feel like I had a humongous stomach, like almost like if you see a dude with a beer belly, that's how I felt. Like I was all stomach. I felt like my arms and everything were pretty normal, and I never thought that I'd see it anywhere else, but now looking in the mirror and stuff, I can start seeing my thighs starting to get a little saggy there.
Yeah. And like I said, I haven't got to that point. I personally think that when I get to Brandon's point, when I get down to that 220, 230, 240, that's me losing 240 pounds. I think, unfortunately for me, not unfortunately and fortunately, because it's a good place to be, but I think I will have to have skin removal surgery. Just because, you lost 160, but by the time I get there, it's, 250 pounds. That's a whole you right now.
Yeah. And once again, going back to being scared and stuff, not say this is going to keep me from ever doing it, but it's like, what if I get fat again? Yeah. Like, am I going to go do the surgery and then get fat again and I just wasted all that money? And I feel like at this point I have a pretty good grasp on things. Like, I feel like I'm going to stick with this health thing. I've done it for a year and a half. I don't see me changing anymore, as in going back to my old ways. Mm-hmm. But it's like,
you never know.
It's hard to commit to something when you don't truly know.
Yeah. Yeah,
and it ain't cheap. Like it's not free. The insurance, they say the insurance don't even cover the removal. Yeah. So, for me to do it, you got to be knowing, like, hey, this is what I'm going to be forever. You just waste your money.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think being in, by time if you even decide to make that decision, or like if it comes to me and I got to make that decision, I mean, you're talking, you'll be in it
Yeah, I mean,
2+
hopefully.
years, 3 years, whatever it is, you're going to be in it for a long time. And if you've done something for 3 years, you're probably going to continue to,
Yeah,
keep on rocking and rolling.
I mean, I agree.
But losing weight comes with a couple other things, and I never, ever, ever thought I would even come close to talking about this, but being cold. Brandon, I've never been cold a day in my life.
Fat people don't get cold.
No, never.
I think me and you both agree we're both the same type of people. Like, the house has got to be on 68. We need the fan going on like a tornado in the room. Like, there was no such thing as being cold as fat dude.
No. And now and now that I've, lost 120, whatever, creeping up on 130, like I'll catch myself all the time like, God almighty, I am freezing. I am freezing cold. And typically it's Lauren saying, man, I'm cold, or the kids,
Yeah.
McKinley saying I'm cold. But now I catch myself, I'm like, whew, God, it's cold.
Well, a funny little story is my wife's lost 100 pounds. I've lost over 100 pounds. And like I said, me and her were both the same way. Like, we're both just hot. We're always hot. And then we always said once we started losing weight, everything started getting cold. Well, it was one night we had the house down 68, fan blowing like a tornado. And I'm talking, max speed on the fan. We're sleeping, and I always sleep same blanket, no big blanket, just a light blanket. She does too with thing on. And it's like 2:00 in the morning, and I wake up and I'm freezing my butt off, dude. I'm talking about freezing. Well, it's to the point that like my head, like I started sleeping with my head submerged under the blanket. And I look over, and I be daggum if Annette's head's not submerged too. So here we were, two people completely submerged. And when we woke up in the morning, I told Annette, I was like, I don't even know why we had the fan on like we do, or have the house cold like it is. I look over and we're both submerged under the blanket.
Yeah,
and it was never that way.
I hadn't got that far, but there's even been times, and don't get me wrong, we do the same thing. I turn my house down at night to 67, and then the fan's rocking and rolling, as high as it can. But it's being outside sometimes, going to football practice, and it's normally when it's 55 degrees and I'm in short. And you can ask anybody who knows me as a coach, I never wear pants. Never wear pants. I'm in shorts and a T-shirt. Doesn't matter. Used to be. Doesn't matter if it's 40 degrees or if it's 80. I'm going to be in shorts and a T-shirt. But gets a little chilly, 60 degrees. All of a sudden, 55, I'm in a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
And
the same way with me is because I work outside every day. So it used to be I could just wear, I would wear pants, but I'd just wear a T-shirt and I'd be fine. If 40, 50 degrees, I'm fine. Unless it's like 100 mile per hour winds, I wouldn't. Dude, like you said, now it gets in the 40s, the 50s. Dude, I'm in a sweatshirt all day working, and I'm moving. Like, I get 10K steps at work, and I'm moving all the time, and I have to wear a freaking sweatshirt the whole time.
Yeah, it's a different. You don't realize it, but so I wanted to talk about being cold, but I'll tie these two in together because people commenting on how you look and then becoming the weight loss person. So they kind of are the same thing almost. But, how do you deal with people commenting on how you look? Not that it happens every day, but it happens to me more often than not. Just because baseball, I haven't seen people in a while. Then we go play, or like football. Like we had our first conditioning workout on Tuesday. Brandon, you would have thought I was a runway model coming down on the football field.
Anybody know who their coach was?
Yeah, you'd have thought I was a runway model coming down. Everybody commenting, and I don't even know what to say. I mean, I say thank you, but it gets to a point where it's like, all right, I get it. I
I'm
get
the
it.
skinny dude.
I get it, but I feel skinny because I'm able to now wear all my North Paulding gear. I've never been able to wear that ever.
Hey, well, I can tell you something you can tell them. Every time they say something, say, listen to two guys down 200 pounds if you ain't got nothing to say. Man, promote us out there, man. Get them football people out there listening to us.
Yeah, I mean, and I enjoy, like, when somebody says, hey, you look good,
Yeah.
or you've lost a lot of weight, right? There's one of the coaches, Jeff, he kept going on and on and on about it, and actually, I don't think he has been listening, but now I think they went to the beach and he binge listened for a while. Yep.
Let's go.
And now he's kind of back up to date, so he'll probably hear this one within a week or two. But he kept going on, and then the next day at the gym, he was telling Lauren how good I look, blah, blah, blah. And for a guy,
sound like a man crush.
It is.
Sound like a man crush.
But I just, hearing it over and over, I appreciate it. But I also, it's not something that I like to just rant on and on about. Like, just say, hey, we look good, and then, or you look better. Maybe not good, but you look better. It's just weird talking about, I feel like.
I guess because you really don't want to acknowledge that you're such a fat person, and now you've lost this weight, and it's like, I mean, for me, I used to get it all the time. I feel like now, since I don't get it as much now, but even people at the gym now, I mean, unless I show them, like, I think there's some people that's worked out there from the beginning that don't even notice it now, but and I do get it, but I'm like the same way. At some point, it's like, you just recognize me as a skinny person now?
Yeah, we're good to go. So then, tying into that, becoming the weight loss person, and that's what I try to tell people. People ask me what I'm doing, what I've done, how do I do it, and I'm not. Me and Brandon have talked about it. Like, what I do, what Brandon does is different. I can tell you what I do. I have no problem telling you what I do. But it may not work for you. It may not. So don't. Yes, I will gladly give you advice. But I am not. I am not the pro at losing weight. And neither are you.
I mean, it seems that way because we lost the weight, right?
Yeah.
Like we look like we did everything right.
Yeah.
Like by the book. And I like to say we did. I mean, did we fall off maybe a time or two, or drank a few too many beers, or went to the sushi buffet and took down the whole buffet?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. But I mean, yeah, we done it. But I'm not like, and I tell people, I'll tell Annette this, and I tell people all the time, like, I'm good at doing it myself. I'm not necessarily sure that I'm good at being a coach for you to really talk you through it. Like, I knew how to do it myself and knew how to do it, but for me to truly be a coach to you and teach you how to do it step by step might be a little hard for me to do.
Yeah. Yeah, and I had, me and Brandon talk about, and we've had a few, we had Angel on a couple weeks ago, and she talks about the messages she gets, and I had a guy reach out to me that I had no idea even listened to the podcast. Zero idea. But he reached out, said he wanted to talk to me about what I did and losing weight, and that does feel good because that's the whole point of the podcast, right?
Yeah.
We always say if we can help one person out, we'll be good to go. So he reached out, wanted to know what I did. He wanted to call me and talk about it, and I said, brother, call me anytime you want. I'll talk to you about it. I'm not guaranteeing you what I did will work for you, but I can promise you, like I told him, he texted me first thing this morning. He texted me on Friday or Saturday, said he wanted to talk, and then he texted me first thing this morning, said he hit his highest weight. He's jumped on the scale. We all know that scale fear when you ain't done it in a long time. Jumped on the scale, hit his highest weight, and I said, look, brother, easiest thing I can tell you right now, you got to track, you got to be in a deficit and just hit a walk. If you don't go to the gym, just hit
Yeah.
a walk every day.
You got to do something.
Yeah.
Once again, you got to stay consistent with it too.
Yeah.
Like you can't. To me, and this is me personally. Like to me, you got to do more than just eat healthy, and that's the way I've always looked at it. Like just eating healthy it isn't, to me, isn't enough. So I think, for instance, like your friend, whatever his name is, Jeff, I think. You gotta get yourself in somewhere. Burn boot camp, crunch, wherever. It don't Anytime Fitness. It don't matter where you go, but I think you got to go there and get consistent on going.
Yeah,
and eat right.
I'm not even saying you even have to go to a gym, because I believe and I will agree, because I am in a gym. So I do agree that I think creating a good habit in the gym is good, but I also think that if you went and walked 3 miles a night, and in the beginning, it may take you an hour for 3 miles, maybe an hour 15 for 3 miles walking, whatever it is, but that's going to get better. That's going to get better. Next thing you know, you're walking 3 miles in 45 minutes, and maybe you can push it out to 4 miles. But if you just take a little bit of time, and walking is a good.
I mean, eating right. Don't get me wrong. Eating right's a great place to start.
Yeah.
That's where I started. Before I even started, I started eating right. But I just felt like the weight started shaving more off when I added activity.
Well, yeah,
to it.
because you're creating more of a deficit, right?
Yeah.
Because everybody burns a certain amount of calories just being. I mean, you can sit on the couch.
Yeah, and burn calories.
So if you're eating whatever you eat, 1,500, 1,800, 2,000 calories a day, you're trying to be in a deficit. If you add that 3 mile walk, or you add that hour workout at Burn or Crunch or Anytime Fitness, wherever you go, you're adding another 800 calories to that deficit, right?
Yeah.
So that's naturally going to help out. But real quick, one habit you thought you never stopped doing.
One habit I thought I never stopped doing, which I still do it a little bit, but nowhere near as much as I used to, is essentially drinking beer. Like, I thought drinking all the time. I did it all the time. And so for me, just to stop and focus on eating healthy and working out all the time, like, that was my big thing, was just to stop drinking. And I went, I think, 8 months at one point in time, 6 months, and now I drink maybe randomly one every few. I rarely drink anymore.
Yeah.
So I think for me it was, alcohol consumption.
Yeah, and me and Brayden are different on that, because that's one thing that I've, we go out a lot with friends and go to the pool and go to the lake. So beer is still 100% in my diet, if you want to call that a diet.
Beer diet.
But I do still drink beer. And my weight, I'll tell you this, I'll 100% honest. If I cut out beer, I could drop a lot more weight a lot faster. But I'm not so interested in dropping 10 pounds a week. If I can drop 3-4 pounds a week, 2 pounds a week, and I can still enjoy and go to the lake on Friday, or go out to eat after a baseball tournament and drink beer with everybody, I'm good with that. But the one habit that I thought I'd never stop doing, as dumb as this may sound, is just eating. Just because the sheer amount that I used to eat compared to now is so vastly different that, you wouldn't believe it. I could have a whole episode on the podcast about what I used to eat, compared to now. So dumb as it sounds, just eating. I just don't eat a lot anymore. My stomach's gotten used to it, I guess. My brain's gotten used to it, I guess. But I just don't eat a lot anymore. And I thought that was a habit that I would be very hard to break. But I did it.
Also, hey, if you made it this far in the podcast, Why don't you scroll on down and give us a little rating in the podcast? Just rating us and giving us a good rating would go a long way. Also, hit the follow button if you made it this far. You might still like the show a little bit if you made it this far. So hit a little follow button on whatever platform you guys listening to. But we're going to roll into overrated and underrated segment. This is our favorite segment. This segment is brought to you by Power Washing by Chris. Give him a call for all your pressure washing needs. You can find him on his social media, Power Washing by Chris. We post them on our social media, or you can give them a call at 678-605-6565. That is Power Washing by Chris. First one I got for you today, it's been a topic. It's come up a few times. Nickelback, overrated, underrated?
I honestly, Brandon, I don't know where the hate comes from. I don't know why people hate Nickelback. Back in 2004 in high school and a little bit of college, I think Nickelback's good. I could still pop in a CD. I don't even know if there's CD players anymore in cars, but I could pop in a Nickelback CD and jam out right now. So I'm going to say Nickelback is underrated.
Nickelback for me, too. I don't never understand either. Me and Annette had these discussions all the time about Nickelback, and everybody says, oh, yeah, well, a nickel. That's about what they're worth, a nickel. First of all, they were one of the biggest bands back in the day. I forgot what it is, but they sold – I have to go back and look and do my research, but I'm pretty sure they sold like a record-breaking copies or something. But besides that, I listen to rock majority of the time while I'm in the gym, and they come on. And by God, I still jam out to it, and I don't get it. I don't get the hate either. If y'all can tell us the hate, well, whatever your hate is, but I mean, a lot of people listened to him back then.
Yeah.
So underrated. Next one is playing small ball in baseball.
So, and some people may not like this, but, and I know the game has changed. It used to be small ball, bunting your way over, and I know that, you know, watching Abigail's softball team, they still do some small ball, but I'm thinking like baseball time, and I think CJ agrees with this because I know he don't ever tell nobody to bunt. Hit it, baby. Hit that thing over the fence. Get them guys up and let them just smash the ball. That's what we're paying them to do in the MLB. We ain't paying them to bunt, Brennan. Let them smash the ball, hit it hard, hit it over the fence. Overrated small ball.
Overrated or underrated?
Overrated.
Okay.
Small ball is overrated because I want to hit home runs.
I got you.
I don't want to bunt the ball. I want to hit home runs.
I'm going with underrated because I think there's a need for small ball. Matter of fact, when I was watching your team, which I mean, it kind of went against me, there's a few times I'm like, dude, y'all just needed to run one run. You had a guy on third, but then we're going to watch the guy strike out. He could have put a bunt down, put a squeeze down, and got the guy across the plate. I don't understand what's wrong, especially if it's a defensive game and you need 1 or 2 runs and you know your defense is going to hold them. Why not play the small ball? Why are we going to play freaking big ball, whatever you want to call it, just letting the dudes hit? Why not get the 1 or 2 runs across by bunting the ball down, playing it? I mean, CJ might not like it, but I guarantee you, if you go back in his day, I guarantee you they played a lot of small ball probably back in his day.
I bet CJ didn't bunt.
CJ might not, but I bet they played small ball, and I'm all for small ball. It depends on your team too, but I just think, you know, if you're in a defensive battle and you know it's going to come down, it's not really going to come down to you putting up 10 runs, and you might as well bunt the 1 or 2 and move players over and put them in scoring position and all that. I think it's underrated.
Yeah, and, you know, some of that may be coach's fault, my fault,
yeah.
CJ's fault,
whoever
it is, not working on bunting a lot. But I have a lot of belief in the kids to hit the ball. Like, there's nothing, and part of that, and granted, I'm only 10U. We're not up there. But I love when a kid gets a hit and drives a run in, and gets a double off the fence or hits a home run. Like, dude, you like the big hits.
Yeah, no, that's awesome too. But you know what else is awesome? When a kid puts down a squeeze bunt to get that kid home. I mean, that's
Yeah, it just don't happen.
pretty
a lot.
awesome too.
Don't happen a lot.
Whatever, dude. Some of our fellow fans of the show asked us to do this one, so I'll do this one for them. McDonald's.
Oh, I can't. This has been talked about more than y'all even know. There's so many people that I've talked to that go on either side, but me personally, I gotta say overrated. I don't get it. I don't like a Big Mac. And for anybody else, my dad, another girl, Ashley, listens. This whole McFish or the fish fillet at McDonald's, get out of here. Like, who eats a fish sandwich from McDonald's? I don't want nothing to do. The only reason I go to McDonald's is because my kids want to go, and I'll eat when they go. But otherwise, overrated. McDonald's, get out of here.
All right. I will say this. Whoever you know is ordering a fish sandwich
Your dad.
at friggin' McDonald's is god awful. Now, I'm all for McDonald's. I think it's underrated. Dude, there ain't a better fry out there, first of all, in the industry. I don't care what anybody says. There's not better fries out there in the industry. I don't care what anybody says. A Big Mac, double cheeseburger with cheese, the apple pie. I would say ice cream, but the ice cream machine's broken all the time. So I haven't never really got ice cream from there. But, dude, give me freaking 5 large fries. I'm golden. But a fish sandwich, that might, I know my dad's going to hear this. That's terrible, dude. If I'm ever in the car with you and you order a fish sandwich that I never have been, I'll slap you right out of the seat. That's awful.
Oh, God.
Next one is, God, I hate this dude. The freaking tush push in the NFL.
Look, I don't even know what Brandon's going to say, but me personally, the tush push is underrated. Hey, if you don't like it, stop it. What? But get your big boys up front and stop it. Are you man enough to stop it or not? It's a football play. Stop the play. It's no different than being up in a baseball game 21-1. If you want us to stop scoring, stop it. If you don't want them to get the first down, man up, grow a set, and stop them.
First of all, it ain't even the same thing as stopping and scoring, dude. You're talking about, Brian, you could be my center and I get behind you and I'm going to get a yard. Like, that is the most dumbest, stupidest play in the NFL. Like, all 32 teams can do the tush push and get the first down.
Why don't
Like, I don't know, because they ain't dumb enough to try it. They haven't learned how to do it. But it ain't nothing. You get a couple of hog mollies up there, put your little quarterback back there, and we're going to push and get a first down. Like, that's a guaranteed first down. It's the dumbest thing. Why can't you be a man and line up and run through and get the play? Why can't you hand it off to the running back and let him go? Why? Because he's going to get stopped? No, you're going to hide behind your 3 little linemen, and we're just going to do a little tush push to gain a yard. That's the most stupidest thing I've ever heard.
It's because my linemen are better than yours.
It's not, dude. It's not even about that, dude.
Stop the play. Just
Yeah,
stop it.
hand the ball off. We'll stop it that way.
Why?
Why not? So
Because
we can
if
do
I
a
know I can
guarantee.
get a yard-
Everybody
Yes.
in the NFL can do it. Why do the same thing if we all can
you
do
say
it?
everybody can do it, but not everybody does it.
Yeah, because they don't want to play that
'Cause they ain't got the
wussiness of
linemen.
football.
They ain't got the linemen to do
Wussiness
it.
of football.
No, freaking man up, stop the play.
No, because nobody can stop it. Nobody. Like, there's nothing. And even half the time when you watching on TV, the offensive linemen jump off sides and they never even call it. Okay, yeah, that's fine. If we want to do the tush push, let's call it fair on both sides, because we know if we go back and watch, majority of the time the linemen are jumping before the ball is ever even hiked. That's half the other problem.
Put me at nose tackle. I'll stop the tush push.
Brian, you ain't stopping nothing. They'll probably jump over your big old butt. Get out of here with tush push, man. 75 hard.
All right, I've done 75 hard, and I'll say I've done it. I actually did like 62 hard because
Oh, you didn't even do the full
I didn't do the
75.
full 75 because we went on vacation
That's
before the
terrible.
family vacation. It was probably the vacation before I beat you in the beach race, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd have to pull back my memory.
62 hard. What a quitter.
75 hard, I think it's just one of those things that I'm against now. So I'll say overrated because I think it's very hardcore. You have to be super, super committed, and I think you can burn out. And I think that's what leads to weight gain. You go 75 days so hard, 2 workouts a day, you're eating right, no alcohol, and then all of a sudden you burn out. So I think 75 hard's overrated.
75 hard for me is overrated. Dude, I don't need to get out there and do it 2 times. I'm already in the gym for 2 hours, dude. I don't have time to go out there in the morning or the afternoon and do 2 workouts. Dude, get 1 workout in. That's fine. I mean, that's all I have to say about it. Eat 6 meals a day.
I'm probably the wrong person to talk to about this, and I'm not even here we go with the weight loss and what we do versus what other people do. And all these people talk about 6 meals a day. I think that's overrated. I'll probably get a lot of hate about this, but 6 out of 7 days of the week, I only eat dinner. So I don't eat anything for breakfast.
Well, God dang, no wonder you're losing weight.
I don't eat anything for breakfast. I don't eat anything for lunch. I drink a whole boatload of water, and then I eat dinner. It's worked for me. I'm not saying it's right,
It's definitely not the healthiest.
but I'm saying 6 meals a day for me is overrated.
So I've done both before. A long time ago, I did the 6 meals. It was great. I do it now. I tell you, it's overrated. I don't really care about 6 meals. I'm not going to eat 6 meals a day. I typically eat breakfast and don't really eat lunch depending on how I'm feeling. Then I eat dinner. If I do, sometimes I'll grab like a protein shake for lunch or whatever, but I'm not doing 6 meals.
Well, real
I
quick,
feel like it's a lot of work.
it is a lot of work, but real quick, I'll touch on this because Brandon touched on it earlier, but it goes back to in your brain. I'm eating 6 meals a day.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm eating too much. Whether that's right or wrong, it's just stuck in my brain too much.
Yeah, I agree with that. Definitely overrated. College bowl games.
I'm a big proponent of college bowl games. I know some people are going to hate, but I like to bet a little money. I want to see some college bowl games. They are hard, but the more football I can get, the better off I am. So college bowl games are underrated. I want to see as many as I can.
Another dumb topic that we don't agree on because I think college bowl games is absolutely stupid. They're meaningless if they're not in the playoffs. Half team sitting out. Brian wants to bet on freaking teams that are missing half their players. Don't even make sense. Probably loses half his money anyways. Stupid. They don't mean anything. Why have them? The players don't even show up. All they care about, all the ones going pro or whatever, they don't even show up for it. Don't need to have it. Overrated. Obstacle course runs.
And I'm mainly saying this because I've watched one. I know Brandon does them or has done them, a couple of them. I haven't done any, but I watched my wife do one. It was 32 degrees outside. It looked miserable. I don't care about doing monkey bars over a pond or climbing over a wall. I barely like running. So obstacle course runs for me are overrated. I don't see the point.
Obviously, I've done a few. I've done the Spartan. I've done Savage. I've done. I think there's one other one I've done, and I'm going to continue doing them. I got one. I think I got Savage coming up. I'm going to do the Mud Run this year. I love doing them. To me, honestly, I'd rather do that than go out and run a 5K or 10K because to me it makes it more fun. It's adding in your strength. You can kind of see where you are, upper body. Most of them I feel like are more towards upper body. It's more fun. Some of them are team oriented, so we go out there with a group, and it's just a lot of fun. I think it's underrated, and definitely think if you ain't never done one and you like to run and do workouts, that's a great one to do.
Not bad. Not bad. We're going to get right into our we did a little giveaway last podcast. Brandon put it up on the Instagram and Facebook, and we had a big showing. A lot of shares, a lot of follows. We're really, really close to 1,000 on Instagram. We went over 500 on Facebook. But we put everything in the little random computer thing. Brandon will hit the computer button, and we'll see who's got it.
All right, here we go.
And Kendall Hammond.
How does that happen?
Kendall
Out of all people.
That is unbelievable. But I hope to God
She buys some canes.
I hope she buys some canes. Matter of fact,
Pink and white.
Yeah, I'm
Well, hold on to that
am.
card and get her
I
some
mean,
canes. Recovery shoes, Brian.
Yep, she's a 7.5. I already know it. So I'm gonna send her a pair, and then I hope to God she buys a pair with that. But
That's too funny.
But we really appreciate all the people sharing, following, all that stuff. It really helped us grow a little bit.
And that was the point, was trying to get our name more out there and try to grow our social media a little bit more. So we thought we'd get back to the community.
But we'll jump in real quick. A little sports topic, just because the World Cup's going on, and me and Brandon wanted to talk about it. We may have different opinions. Y'all may have different opinions. Let us know. But soccer in the USA versus other countries. How come we can go to the Olympics and we can win basketball and
I mean, I get basketball, but I mean, you're talking swimming, wrestling. You can win all these other sports out there, but we can't win a freaking World Cup. And the number one thing is always said is because all of our athletes play, somewhere else, basketball, football, but they don't focus on soccer, which I find that hard to believe, because you say that, but then you got how are we the best in swimming? You can't tell me your best athletes aren't freaking playing basketball, can't be your so-called best swimmers.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really think about it for swimming or what other sports you want to say, but I just feel like soccer in the United States takes a back seat to almost everything. I don't know about swimming, but I know the main sports, baseball, football, those are your leading sports. I don't think enough kids, in my opinion, kids in other countries, in England, who's still in England, Norway, Argentina, like those kids, when they're born, a soccer ball is sitting between their legs. That's what they do. They play soccer their entire life, and we don't do that.
Yeah.
Because when we're born, we're pushed to baseball and football.
You say that, but think about how many people live there and how many people live in the United States. You can't tell me that there's probably just as many people that play soccer here as there are people that play soccer there. And you're telling me, out of all the athletes that would play soccer in the United States, that we're not better than those other countries? There was one small country that was less. I was telling Annette, I forgot the name of them, but they almost beat Argentina, and freaking they had less amount of people than Gwinnett County had, and they made it as far as they did. And we ain't crap in soccer.
I know, but how many kids do you know? How many kids do you know right now? And I can tell you on about one hand how many kids I know that even play soccer. Everybody in the United States, in my opinion, is pushed towards basketball, baseball, football. The other countries, they only want to do soccer. Because if you're in Norway, you can't play football. What's the name of the Norway football team, Brandon?
I don't
You don't know. You don't know who.
I don't know.
How many Norway?
But what about basketball, though?
Yes.
All the other countries, they're out there
And
playing with
USA
us in
beats their
basketball.
butt. USA
there's one other team out there that plays
But
with us.
USA wins majority of the time. They win basketball.
Exactly. But what I'm getting at is, okay, we got people that playing in other sports. But out of all the people in the United States, you're telling me, and like I said, in all these other countries, we have like double the amount of people. You can't tell me that our athletes can't be as good as them in soccer.
They can. They don't play soccer. That's the problem.
Same thing. So swimming, we can do good in swimming, but all of our athletes are playing basketball and everything else. You growing up, how many swimmers can you name?
I can only name 2 swimmers right off the top of my head, but that's about the same amount of soccer players that I can name. I mean, it's just
the thing is, it don't make no sense to me that we can be good in everything else, and we have so many people out there, but we don't have good enough soccer players. I just think it's
at other countries, all them countries we just listed, they are so soccer driven. Soccer is the #1 sport.
So is all the other kids that come in the United States. They're soccer driven too. The kids that grew up playing soccer their whole lives. There's tons of people out there that play soccer. We might not know them, but there's tons.
In the United States, this is a prime example. In the United States, maybe using height and weight is not a good example for soccer. I don't know, because I don't know what soccer players are. I have watched the World Cup, but I don't know. But our athletes who go to, I'm going to just say high school, who go to Carrollton, or who go to Beaufort, or who go to Parkview, or Rabun County, right? They've been really good in football. All those dudes who are 6'1", 6'2", 6'3", weigh 220 pounds, or whatever, super athletes in football and basketball, they're not playing soccer because they've never grown up playing soccer. Their parents didn't push them to soccer. They pushed them to baseball and football. In my opinion, I'm not saying this is right or wrong, all our super athletes, especially in the South, I'll say the Southeast, all our super athletes, big boys, tall kids, they're all pushed to basketball, baseball, football. They always are. They're never.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying of all the kids that are playing in youth academies across the United States, and you put all the youth and all the people that focus on soccer in the other countries, you can't tell me there's not freak soccer players. Like, there's no reason why out of all the people, we probably double, triple some of these countries, and they're so good. And you're telling me out of all the people that are in academies, why we don't have good soccer?
I just think everybody at a young age is pushed to other sports, and they don't start playing soccer till late. How many kids, even the kids you went to high school with, the kids that I went to high school with, I do know soccer players. We both know a soccer player, but I would bet they were pushed at a young age to play other sports, and they went into soccer at a later age. They didn't start with the soccer ball in between their legs when they were born.
Maybe.
That's what I'm going to say. But we could
I mean, yeah, we could go all day on that.
Yeah, we could talk about that as long as you want, but go ahead.
That's all I got. If you want to, if you could follow us on all of our social media. We're trying to grow Instagram. We're trying to get to our first 1,000. Maybe when we get to 1,000, we'll do another giveaway. But Instagram, we're really trying to push to 1,000. Brian said like Facebook. I think we're like 500, and TikTok we may be at like 300. But I mean, our biggest saying is Instagram is what we're trying to push.
Yeah, we're almost there. We're like 90 away from being at 1,000.
Yeah,
so.
If you listen to us and you don't follow us and push us out to your friends if you could. We'd appreciate it.
Give us a follow.
One last thing. We do have a listener. He just turned 40. His name's Javier Lopez. Believe it or not, that is his name. We just want to give him a shout out on the pod for his birthday. We know he's an avid listener. So.
And a soccer player.
And he's a soccer player.
He's a soccer player.
I bet we'll get a text about this.
Mm-hmm. But until next time,
see ya.